Mm-hmm. Oh, well, hey, man. It's jamithatsme here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and get into our favorite show, honey, Encore. Let's talk about it. Another good episode, honey. Let's get into it. So we have the ladies, okay? The ladies are off and down. You know, Aubrey on last week's episode came to the ladies with a vision board on what she thinks the group can look like, where everybody else can fit in and stuff like that. Well, y'all see Miss Kiely over there in her feelings, okay? Feeling attacked because the girls was on her trying to figure out what is her role, what is her claim to fame, what is her position, why are you here, girl? What is what? So the twins decided to go ahead and pull her out. That's kind of how the episode ended on last week, where they were talking to her. Miss Fallon decided to, not Fallon, but Felisha decided to go ahead and apologize to her. She was like, girl, I'm sorry. I called you a BIT, honey, okay? Listen, I'm going to tell you like this, girl. You deserve to be here, and so does everybody else, okay? So, girl, I retract what it is that I said. I don't want to do that no more. So then Kiely decides to apologize back to her. She said, girl, wait a minute. I don't need no apology, okay? But I will say this. You need to own up to your SHI because you be out here full of it, okay? Often, very often, ma'am, okay? You try to talk about us, but you got some ways about you too, girl. So we're going to need you to own up to your, okay? We're going to press forward and move forward. That's just where we at with it, okay? All right, come on in here and have a seat, girl. So that's what happens, all right? Now we see the ladies listening to this song that was created by Fallon and Felisha called Bird's Eye View. Cute song, I will say. The song is very cute. All right. All of the ladies are really feeling it. Miss Irish is really feeling it. She was like, oh, honey, I want my sister to hear this song. You know, I want her to come and listen to this song and check this out, you know, see how she feeling about it and stuff. And everybody like, well, girl, where is your sister? She was like, oh, she upstairs. Yeah, she in the bed. Let me tell y'all, Irish was not featuring the girls this episode. Irish is still upset. I'm sorry, not Irish, but LeMisha, Irish's sister. She's still upset about the fact that she's already having confidence issues about her singing and her writing. But to hear somebody else say it and confirm what it is she's already thinking about herself really, really hurts her feelings. And now she's starting to, I feel like alienate and isolate herself in a sense from the group based on the fact that she heard it out somebody else's mouth, what she was already thinking in her head. All right. In addition to that, I kind of feel like you punctured yourself because you waited around to hear what somebody else had to say about you to see if they were talking about you. You eavesdropped, learned what you needed to learn. So therefore, you kind of hurt your own feelings, you know. Now, you didn't really have to eavesdrop because Fallon and Felisha gonna make sure they hurt your feelings anyway because it's just how they is. Okay. So they was gonna hurt your feelings anyway. You didn't have to eavesdrop for that part. But you eavesdrop, you find out what it is you needed to find out. And now you're kind of feeling away as it's time to work with these ladies and stuff because you're feeling like you don't have the type of talent that they have. You came up at a different time, I suppose, than what they did. They're younger than you. So I feel like she's just going through her own mental stuff, you know, her own issues, about her own self-confidence issues about herself. So I feel like that contributed to it. And hearing other people talk down to you as well and not try and build you up makes you want to just kind of like separate yourself from the group. But let me tell you, Miss Irish said, listen, I don't give a about none of that. About none of that. I don't give a about none of that. Okay. I don't care nothing about none of that, honey. Listen, my family used to relying on me and stuff like that. But listen, I need my child to be able to rely on something if I'm not here. All right. Me and my sister's supposed to be coming back together. We're supposed to be singing. We're supposed to be getting back to performing and doing what we do. Okay, so I want to be able to leave him something when I'm gone. All right, so that's just where I'm at with it. She's gonna have to either get up and get at it, or that's just gonna be on her. Don't group me with her, ma'am. So that's where they are. Okay. Now, at a later time, we can see where Miss Kiely and Kiely and LeMisha are having a conversation. Kiely is telling her, look, girl, you know, I'm really not trying to be toxicity, you know, bring that to the group or do anything like that. You know, I want everything to come together, but it's like nobody will listen to me. And then LeMisha's like, girl, yeah, you trying to come in and be a moderator or whatever, but it ain't really working for you. But listen, I don't really have time to talk about it right now because I don't really give it. I'm for real. I'm gonna go ahead and skip to my loo and get my makeup and my hair done. So I'm gonna talk to you about that later, girl, because I don't really care about what you're talking about right now because I got my own issues, okay, going on. So I mean, either way, girl, good luck. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. So that's how Miss LeMisha was moving, okay. And I know Miss Kiely, girl, she was frustrated, okay, not frustrated, but frustrated with the girls, okay. So at a later time, we can see the twins talking to Aubrey. They're letting her hear that song. I believe it's called, no, they didn't let her, was it Bird's Eye View? It was skeletons. Yeah, because Pam came into the room. So they were letting her listen to a song. And they were telling her, listen, girl, this is you right here. Meaning, like, this is your part. You can do this piece here. And Aubrey was like, oh, I like that song anyway, girl. You know, like, we can do the whole motherfucking thing. I mean, they over there trying to sing about husbands and all that other stuff, right? Well, this right here ain't got nothing to do with that. So, I mean, I think that, you know, we can really take the whole track, and they just gonna have to come up with their own thing over there. What you think? Okay, then, cool, all right, then, fine. So the girls are like, well, listen, that's cute or whatever, but honey, listen, I just want to make sure that it's communicated, okay? So we got to just make sure everybody's informed about how it is we finna move. So Pam comes into the room. Aubrey tells Pam her plan. Pam says, okay, fine, you just got to let the other ladies know. So she goes for her to accompany her to go and have a conversation. The person we see her sit down with is LeMisha. She's like, hey, girl, hey. She's like, hey, girl, what's going on? She was like, maybe I'm about to take your song. This is it. But listen, it's okay. It's okay. You know, the skeleton songs that y'all was gonna do, we gonna do that. So you ain't gotta worry about that. But listen, okay. And LeMisha like, no, ma'am. Okay, girl, how y'all gonna take the song and we didn't even get a chance to like, what is that? How you just gonna take us and you ain't even give us a chance or anything? Because mind y'all, LeMisha's still on the defense because she feels like she can't sing. So every little thing that happens in the studio, she's going to take that as though it's a direct attempt to come after her or something like that. Like she's gonna think that they're against her in a sense, when that may not always be the case. But I do feel like, Aubrey, we see you for your works, girl. You are shady as hell. It is what it is. So when Miss Kiely said that in the beginning, when she was like, Aubrey don't give a damn about this group of stuff, some part of me feels like she does, but Aubrey more so cares about herself more than anything. And she could be doing certain things to get back at Kiely, like nanny boo boo. But I also feel like she's just real sketchy to me. You know, Miss Aubrey, you know, I feel like she wants the best interest for the group, but more important than that, she wants to make sure that she looks good in this process overall. Okay, so she's still thinking about the eye that she's trying to fit in the team. But let's go ahead and move on. So she was talking about how she wanted them to she wants to switch the song out and wants them to go and work on their own song in the studio. Okay, y'all want to sing about husbands, girl? Y'all want to sing about all this other stuff that I don't really care to sing about because I ain't got none of this stuff that y'all got. Honey, y'all gonna have to write y'all song. Y'all gonna have to go ahead and go in the studio and write it. And LeMisha is definitely feeling the way she don't like it at all. Okay, so when they're downstairs and they're talking about it and stuff, LeMisha is kind of excited because she's like, okay, great, I haven't wrote in a while. I want to get the opportunity to write, so I'm looking forward to that. Like, let me just bust out my pen. But when she gets down there, she immediately allows her insecurities to seep through, and she tells the ladies, listen, girl, okay, I can't write like y'all. Okay, so she's saying it with a laughing face, but high key a straight ass face emoji. Like, girl, I cannot do what y'all do, so don't be expecting me to write as quick as y'all and all of that, girl. It's not gonna be that. Here goes Fallon, because Fallon needs so much validation that she don't even know it, and even if you tell her that she needs it, she's still gonna deny it. Okay, Fallon's like, honey, no. Listen, LeMisha, no, listen to me, listen. We have wrote songs for Sony and Universal. We used to go to writing camps. So we can write with any type of style. And I'm like, ma'am, you didn't have to add Sony and Universal into this, ma'am. We did not need to know that that's who you've worked with. Was Justin Bieber, Ariana, the people you dropped, your sister being a millionaire, was that not enough? We did not need to hear Sony and Universal. But one thing Fallon gonna do if Fallon don't do shit else, she gonna name drop. Hear me. Hear me clearly, okay? LeMisha, we can work with you. We can do. That's all she had to say. All she had to say was, LeMisha, listen, we work with countless of artists and a lot of different writing styles. That's why we're here. We're here as a group. We want to be able to assist you. So don't feel, insecure about any of that, And it's so funny to me because I have to go back to Miss Fallon talking about something. Kiely, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So for you to say that, you should also lead. That's why I like Felisha over Fallon, because Felisha has a tough exterior, but she definitely leads in like, you can tell she gives out that tough love. And she also comes with something like, hey, when you like the way she walked in on Irish, when Irish was singing, she was a bit frustrated, but she went in there to help her. She was like, hey, listen, this is what you're doing wrong. Try to do it like this. And I feel like it's how you say things Miss Fallon. So I feel like she could have worded that a little differently when it came to LeMisha, instead of dropping Sony and Universal. Just let her know you work with an array of artists, you know, or writers or whatever, and that everybody has a different style. You understand that you're here to help. That's what we're all here to do, is the collaboration, whatever. And she didn't lead with that. But girl, if you wouldn't have leaned with that, it would have been boring. So we need the drama, but I'm just letting you know, honey. Okay, let's go and move on. Okay. So that's what she says. So then the producers arrived. They came in. Okay, the ladies were struggling to create. And when I say ladies, honey, when I say ladies, I do mean Miss LeMisha. She was struggling, you know, and I think she definitely, I liked how Felisha said it. Felisha said she's having performance or performers anxiety, something like that, where you kind of get, you know, a little sweaty, your palms get sweaty, you get a little nauseous in your stomach, you may get a headache and stuff. So she started to feel that anxiety because she's feeling the pressure to perform. And the issue she's having is not only does she lack confidence in herself, hearing what the ladies have to say about her as well, and she's starting to compare herself to those other young ladies that have been doing this, which she needs to stop. They've been doing this. That was their claim to fame behind the scenes, and nobody was paying any attention to them in front of the scenes, okay? You are completely different. You have not exercised your pen. You have not done anything. You haven't exercised your pen nor your vocal cords, okay? So, yeah, you need to, like, okay, their style is their style. My style is my style. It may take me some time. I just need to hear the beat over and over and over, you know? So, yeah, she got to get that. She's getting in her own way, and she's making this process be worse or more difficult for herself than what it has to be, which is in turn making it difficult for everybody else around her. So she needs to get that out of her head. So let's go ahead and move on. She did leave, go upstairs. You know, she wasn't feeling well. Her sister went up there to check on her, make sure she needed everything. And that's when she also mentioned, Irish was like, listen, family is first. I want to make sure my sister is straight. But sometimes I found myself being more there for them than I am there for myself. And she ain't trying to do that now. You know, Irish is feeling the motivation to get back out there. She definitely is. So shout out to her, okay? Now the producers are like, okay, so LeMisha really sick? For real, she is? Oh, okay, then cool. So they were trying to see how are they going to finish this track. Should they start, the producers are like, should we start writing without LeMisha? One of them said, co-style was like, nah, I don't really think that's cool. Listen, we're going to go ahead and dip out. We're going to come back, and hopefully everybody got their heads all straight, and we can start with a clean slate and really make this thing work. The sister Irish was like, listen, I don't give a damn who over here sick, girl. My sister, my blood, I don't care. Okay, we got some music we got to make, and we don't need to allow her to hold up the process. And that's just on P. That's what we at with that, okay? Now, mind y'all, they sent us a photo, or at least they showed us footage of LeMisha outside smoking a cigarette. So I don't know if she went straight to the room and laid down. At least that's what we saw. And whether or not she got out the bed and went and smoked, or if they just inserted that from a separate scene or something. But my thing is this, LeMisha, your vocal cords probably would be better if you stop smoking, okay? Because some part of me is believing that the smoking is eating up your vocal cords or something. So you may want to scale it back a little bit. That's just my opinion, okay? It's probably a lot of singers out here that ain't got no issue when they smoke and everything. It's probably a lot of them, but she ain't even practicing or exercising or rehearsing her vocal cords or anything, but she over here smoking. So something is eating up something, because it's just not giving, all right? And now I said what I said. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on, okay? Now we can see where the next day the ladies are listening to the song Talking, okay? They're listening to the song Talking, and then they still need LeMisha. They waiting on her to kind of lay down these vocal cords. I believe Aubrey may have not Aubrey, but what's that girl name? Oh yeah, let me go back actually, because the ladies decided to continue to work on the song. I think it was Talking, the song. They continued to work on one of the tracks for the rest of the night, and it sounds like Irish voice is getting a bit better, because when Miss Felisha gave her the cues on what she needs to do, she did those cues better on that night than she did on the first night. Okay, so I was like, okay, LeMisha out here trying to learn. LeMisha is out here trying to learn, and I am not mad at it. Now, Aubrey is listening to the same song the very next day, and she looking for LeMisha. Like, where's LeMisha? We still need her vocals to be on this track. You know, Aubrey was telling the twins to get in the booth and lay down their part. She'll lay down her part, and whatever's left over, they'll just give to LeMisha, like the ohs and the oohs and the ahs and all that other stuff. She'll just give that to her. Kiely went to go see if anybody was up, And she wasn't. She seemed like she was frustrated. She came right on back down the stairs and told the girls to blast the music. Okay. What else do I have here? Yeah, they were working on the song. LeMisha was still MIA. What else did we catch in this song? Okay, yeah. So as they were working on this song, they ended up, I believe it was Felisha that ended up using the cuss word, saying hoe. And once Pam heard the term hoe, Pam was like, oh, baby, I can't be a part of this thing. And that was like, why you can't be a part of this? She's like, I'm not going to ever call another woman a hoe. That's just not me. That's not who I am. I'm just not going to do it. Okay. Now, Nivea wants her to stay on the song because Pam says she's okay with removing herself from the song and just being a cheerleader on the side. Right. But Nivea is like, no, that's going to change up the whole sound of the song. We want to keep her. And here go Felisha like, you know, I hear what she's saying. I understand that. But I also got to be true to myself, girl. So if I want to say HOE, that's what I'm going to say. Okay. Now, I get it. I understand exactly where Felisha is coming from, because sometimes a cuss word definitely makes something sound more better. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it just sounds better when you cuss with it. Okay. However, I feel like there's nothing wrong with saying girl instead of saying hoe. And then she also asked her, are y'all going to create a clean version? There's nothing wrong with y'all creating a clean version. So y'all could have created the clean version with Pam on it, or y'all could take the whole word out and just say the word girl. Cause saying hoe, like when I sung it, whatever the song was, and I was saying it to myself, and I was like, oh, they could just put girl right there. Why they gotta say, you know, these hoes or whatever? They can say girls or something like that. So they could have finessed that. If you gotta say hoes, maybe say folk or something. I don't know, but I feel like y'all do this right. Y'all writers, right? That's what y'all do. So it should not have been an issue for y'all to do that. Okay, as much as that's all y'all been talking about since y'all been here. Okay. Honey, let me go ahead and read the rest of my notes. What I got here. Talked about that. Oh, it was something I did not mention. So Fallon says when she was down there, when she was down there talking to Aubrey and Kiely, that's what she said, I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of doing everything or working on everything. And I'm like, BB, scoop back. What you mean you tired? Because that's all you've been doing since you've been here is talking about the things that you do, the things that you can do better than other people and all of that. So that's all you've been talking about. So now when people put all the work on you, because even if they try, you're going to critique it very hard. Okay, so now it's your turn to perform. Now you want to be tired? Nah, be about all that you was just talking about, ma'am. Be about that. Okay, yeah. So I just wanted to highlight that because I was like, no, she didn't. Okay, I talked about the song and how LeMisha was MIA. Pam did not like the HOE word. The girl saying whatever it was, or replacing the word. Okay. Now, when they talked about it, what's her name? Shamari. So when they were talking about Pam not being able to do the song and stuff, and then Shamari was going to be okay with that. Shamari said, okay, well then don't we got some other songs that all of us are going to be able to be on, right? You know, like Bird's Eye View. Here go Fallon and Felisha, or I don't know which one it was, but they was like, yeah, no ma'am, like everybody cannot be on that song. No ma'am, everybody, they can't be on that one. No, and it's like, well, if everybody can't be on the song, why would you play it for everybody as though it was going to be a group song? Why would you play it for them then if they're not going to be able to be a part of it? Why would you sell it in that fashion and then turn around and try and change your mind? Okay, then. I bet you Shamari can out sing. I bet Shamari could do that song better than y'all on that track by herself. But okay, then, girl, we're going to go ahead and move on because we see LeMisha. It was LeMisha, Shamari, and Nivea all in the kitchen, and they were talking about how Pam pretty much wasn't like sticking to her guns about certain things when it comes to like the group, and how they may need a better queen and the next time around because they don't like how things are beginning to be split up. They feel like the twins may just want to sing on every track or sing everything, and the fact that Aubrey has taken songs away from them, so they don't like that at all. So they're thinking about having another queen. Meanwhile, you got you got Kiely over there looking frustrated as hell. She mad as hell. Like, I told y'all, like, it should have been me. I thought it would have been me. Okay, she's over there just frustrated. Like, all y'all had to do was just vote for me, but y'all didn't. Now y'all in this situation. Like, is anybody gonna listen to me? So she is just, okay, in her feelings about that. I will say this, though. When it comes to the ladies and how they went about picking, I feel like all strong women, if y'all are going to do teams, which y'all shouldn't be, but if y'all are going to do teams, all strong people should not be on one team at all. The twins have to split up. in my opinion, I feel like one of the twins could probably be over there with Aubrey and somebody, maybe Nivea and whoever else, and then the other one needs to be with the other group. You should not have all of them strong ladies on one particular team that's gonna do majority of the tracks or whatever. Like, I just disagree with that. Y'all should have split it up if y'all were gonna do teams or whatever like that. And then y'all got these ladies down here trying to figure out how to write and stuff. And earlier in the episode, when it was time for them to write, when it was time for LeMisha to write, LeMisha called on the twins for them to come down there and help out. And they shouldn't have been frustrated, because that's all y'all be talking about anyway. Okay, how better y'all are, how things sound better over here, how things are over there and shit. So, girl, miss us with it. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. So they have to meet with Cedar. They meet up with Cedar's world. Cedar, Nivea was the only one that was honest about all the chaos that's going on within the house. Cedar tells them that, listen, it's time for you guys to choose a new queen this week. They go in, they vote for a new queen. Who do they choose? They chose Aubrey. It's okay. Now, you already know Miss Kiely's over there pressed about it, because she did not want Aubrey to get that position. She wanted to get that position so she could finally feel like, I guess, she's the creative director and she can guide the group how she wants the group to be. Okay, so yeah, because she's still pressed about the group being split up anyway. She thinks everybody should do everything together. And I'm kind of like, well, Kiely, you came into the house and said that you were not even there to sing with them, yet you're participating in everything. So if you want this to be a group effort, that would also include you too. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. You need to find your note on the song, because at this point, you and LeMisha there just for the y'all just there for vacay. But let's move on. So we can see where the twins, right? The twins are pretty much looking at vocals. They're trying to find vocals for LeMisha and Irish. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all paid attention to Felisha throughout the scene, you can look at the corners of her mouth and tell that she was trying so hard not to laugh. She was trying to keep a straight face, because she and Fallon, if not she and Fallon, she definitely deleted their audio tracks, because the irony, they're the two ladies that have the most struggle voices, and y'all was the ones that was the most vocal about how terrible their voices were. And y'all have been the ones that's primarily, if it's not the producers, that have been on the computers, adjusting things, looking at things, whatever you're doing. So y'all knew exactly what y'all were doing. Y'all deleted these girls' vocals. LeMisha is not stupid at all. Okay, she's not dumb at all. She know how y'all moving. And now y'all got these girls coming back in here re-recording their tracks. It was a good plan, because some part of me is like, well, y'all should have just told them, like, hey, your song's not good, the audio doesn't really go, these are the things that are wrong, let's re-record. They could have gave you pushback. But now that you've completely deleted them everywhere on the computer, child, everywhere on the computer, now that y'all deleted them, now they got to go back in and re-record. Or the gag would have been, which I don't think so, I was going to say, maybe y'all never recorded it to begin with, but y'all had to have recorded it so the girls could hear the playback originally to begin with. Yeah, y'all went back and deleted that. That's just where we at with that. So they got in the booth, okay? They didn't mind, even though Miss LeMisha felt the way, Irish and LeMisha, they got in there. They did whatever it is that they needed to do. What else I wanted to highlight? Oh, Aubrey said something that I did not like, and y'all tell me y'all thoughts about this. When Aubrey became queen and she was making a list, Aubrey said it's time to micromanage and delegate. And hearing a white person say that, even more so, like, first of all, I hate the words micromanage, but to hear your white say that even more so makes me cringe. It makes me think about the corporate environment. I don't need you to micromanage me, ma'am. Okay, don't micromanage. Okay. You ain't got to do that. Just tell me what it is I got to do, and stop trying to change and rearrange everything that I do when you tell me what to do. I got it. Now, y'all may have to micromanage Miss LeMisha. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all may have had a little point there, honey. Maybe just a little point. But girl, you're not going to micromanage the whole group. Period. Just assign people their positions. This is what you got to do. This is your part. You can delegate, but don't micro. Period. All right, girl. Especially if your position is exchangeable, girl. We could pull you out and pull somebody else in as a creative director. Be careful. But y'all leave y'all thoughts down below. I could be taking it too far. Y'all let me know. I know y'all gonna do that anyway, because that's just how y'all is. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on, because the ladies ended up getting to dinner, honey. Aubrey gets a dinner. She talks about how she wants everybody to be able to come together, everybody to be able to work, and possibly get out of their comfort zones a little bit. Y'all know LeMisha don't play this, okay? LeMisha the only one that'll sit up there and speak up. She'll talk about you behind your back and in your face and let you know. She's like, cut this again. Cut this shit. Aubrey, I got a question, girl. I just want to know whether or not the Queen mandates mean anything to you, girl. Okay, no, ma'am. You can hold on to that. Okay, girl. All I asked you was whether or not the Queen mandates means anything to you. Aubrey's like, well, girl, I'm trying. It does mean something to me. I mean, we have a few songs that we have to get through. Yeah, girl, but all of the songs we were gonna do, you took. Okay, so right now we ain't got none of this. Okay, we ain't got none of that. All right, because you took all the songs. So are you trying to like have your power team on a whole bunch of tracks? And now that's what are you trying to do? Here go Miss Felisha. It sounds like that's exactly what Aubrey trying to do. That sounds like that's exactly it right there. And I'm like, girl, you know it is because you've been a part of the bull. Okay, then, honey. So yeah, they ain't got no songs, okay? The people with Irish, LeMisha, I guess Pam and Nivea, whoever's gonna be over there, she's saying that they don't have no songs because now Aubrey them is like gonna be doing everything, I guess, on their own or whatever. So she's feeling a way about that. Next thing you know, we see where Fallon and primarily, I was gonna say Felisha, but primarily Fallon, okay? Primarily Fallon, because Felisha is really just frustrated because she feels like she's playing so many roles to everybody. So if somebody has an issue, she's saying that she doesn't know because they don't speak up. But Felisha and LeMisha pretty much they get into, not Felisha, I keep saying Felisha. Fallon and LeMisha end up getting into an argument. LeMisha's still feeling away because she says she feels like when she comes around, nobody wants her there. She said, y'all be rolling y'all eyes and stuff. And Felicia's like, girl, how am I rolling my eyes at you? Okay. Fallon's like, rolling our eyes? Girl, ain't nobody even thinking about you for us to be doing that. Like, what are you talking about? Now, granted, LeMisha may not be crazy. They probably are rolling their eyes every time she gets ready to walk into the booth. I'm sure. Like, damn, now we got to work even harder than what we was trying to work because you about to go in the booth. So that could be true. But sometimes when you feel like an outcast in a group, any little thing that they do is going to make you think that it's about you. And sometimes people ain't even thinking about you in that moment. Okay, they probably thinking about some shit that happened earlier that day. Aubrey could have pissed them off. Kiely could have pissed them off, but because you're already having insecurities within yourself, you overheard a conversation that was about you. You are going to, and you just insecure about your craft and lack confidence in that. You're gonna assume that whatever little thing that they do is about you. You feel like they're attacking you, and that could possibly not be the case. So yeah, and you could be right, but then consider the possibility that that could actually not be the case. But okay, girl. So what else is going on? Yeah, they told her that she's excluding herself. I kind of feel like that's true. She's excluding herself. She's really getting inside of her head. Misha tells them that she doesn't know how y'all are sisters because y'all don't know how to share anything. And I was like, ooh, I don't even know how y'all twins because y'all don't even know how to share. I was like, okay, girl, that was kind of mean and rude, But I'm like, they know how to share stuff with each other, but I don't think they know how to share stuff with people outside of them, okay? Unless they look at you in a higher level than them, then they may be open to do that. But if they look at you like they look down on you, then yeah, they're not gonna share. They ain't gonna share the booth and all of that. So but I mean, I feel like that's true, but some part of me feels like maybe a little bit of that is unfair because they did try to share and allow y'all the space so that y'all could write LeMisha, but instead of you doing that and being open about, oh, I'm having a bit of anxiety, I need a little help or whatever like that, you decided to kind of opt out and separate yourself, and you was doing that from the beginning. So is it really all on them or is some of it also on you? Okay, now Fallon decides to do a name drop. Let me tell y'all something. One thing Fallon gonna do, she gonna drop some tea. Okay, Fallon's gonna let you know how much better she is and the accolades she's gotten to the date. Talking about, I just went double platinum last month. I just went double platinum. Shout out to Nivea. Nivea said, girl, everybody in here got their own trophies and accolades. Everybody, let me tell y'all, Nivea is funny as shit. Her facial expressions and her responses to stuff, hilarious. I cannot take it. Okay. I agree with her. Aubrey goes on to talk about, I'm getting really tired of the twins because they're very selfish. You know, it's like they don't know how to be inclusive and be about the group or anything like that. You know, so I'm really getting tired of them and their mother antics. And I'm sitting up here like, Aubrey, girl, shut the hell up. Shut up, because y'all the same BIT. You the same B. Okay? Y'all the same people. But just because they're not stomping to your tune and to your beat now you want to feel away. And see, Aubrey thinks she's so slick because she tells people stuff like she told the twins about, oh, well, you know, we should do it like this and that and to try and get them on her side. And what I appreciate is every time she does that, the twins tell her, you need to tell everybody, because it makes me think that Aubrey tries to set forth these plans and then she gets everybody, like she wants to get all her people on her side and just move like that without communicating. I think that's how she would prefer to operate. Like, we're just going to snatch these songs and whatever they do, they're just going to do, let's go over here, without even notifying them, until the twins have told her on more than one occasion, let the other ladies know. So then she got to go and tell the queen. And then the queen got to go and be with her and she, you know, tell this information. So Aubrey, I definitely see you. I do feel like you are selfish, and everything that you're saying about the twins, you are the exact same. You know, Aubrey was trying to talk at the table and give her little 2 cents or whatever, but Miss Things wasn't having it. Okay, Miss Things was not. They was barely letting her speak. So Miss LeMisha was just like, girl, F this, I'm up, I'm finna go to the room. Y'all done, y'all canceled for tonight. I ain't talking to y'all. You still got Fallon over there running her mouth while she over there with Nivea. And then you see Kiely, because Kiely feels like, this is my chance, this is my opportunity. This is my chance, this is my opportunity. Felisha, talk to me. What's wrong? No, you can't leave. You can't leave. Okay, you can't just give up. Tell me, what is it that I need to do? How can I help you? Please tell me. Tell me. Okay. Miss Kiely was ready. She's like, oh, I'm gonna go and get queen, girl. I'm gonna be queen, girl. I am so glad, girl. I'm gonna be queen. And they may give her a chance to be queen. Okay, because it looks like they're gonna betray Aubrey on next week or whatever like that. I don't know, but yeah, the same way she's been shady to others is gonna flip, and they're gonna be shady on her ass. And I did not like the fact that Aubrey got queen, but I was okay with it because I said I'm glad they gave Aubrey queen now, so they can see how she operates. She may end up being queen for another week, IDK, but I feel like she's gonna end up clashing with those twins, exactly how it played out at the end. I figured that because it's like a power struggle. The twins are very vocal. You know what I'm saying? Very, very vocal, want to be in charge of stuff because they do this. And Aubrey can be the same way. Okay, so I knew once she became queen, they probably gonna have a few issues or whatever. Who I think should be queen next episode, or the next time, I think it should be Felisha. And y'all may not like that. Y'all like, because them twins, they bullies, they rude, they this, they that. I say Felisha because even though she talk a lot of stuff, I do think that she is there to definitely help the ladies. I feel like I've seen Felisha try to pitch in and help, even if it's with sound or whatever, more so than I've seen Fallon. So I feel like she probably would be good. I feel like Nivea would be passive. Pam was kind of passive. Irish would be chill. LeMisha may be vocal, but I think it's not going to be in a benefit of the whole group though. So IDK, if LeMisha should be in. Shamari, possibly. Shamari, I think she would be a vocal and not give a damn type person and just keeping it real, keeping it honest, and calling you out on your shit. So I think Shamari or Felisha would be okay moving into the queen position next time, or just two individuals I would like to see queen before the show is over with. Okay, but that's all I got. This was a pretty long review, pretty lengthy, but I hope you guys enjoyed this review all the same. Okay, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, follow me on Instagram as well as Twitter at jamithatsme, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.